Hello, Manatees family. A quick update on the going-ons in our classroom thus far. So progress reports went home and everybody is making great progress towards the end of the marking period, which is at the end of this month. We have about almost 4 more weeks left until it's time to write report cards. With that being said, that means we're getting close for assessments. We have now finished chapter 1 of our math, which is the resource, but the standards are the basic 10, the basic number sets, base 10 numbers. So tens and ones, being able to write numbers in different ways, expanded form, standard form. Not just that, but for example, if I have the number 31, how could I show that as tens and ones? Multiple ways. So initially it would be what? 3 tens and 1 1. But what if you had 2 tens for 31? Then how many ones would you have? And that's the level of thinking that we've been working on. I will have a video up in our Math Making Sense channel, on the YouTube channel, excuse me, so on the playlist. It will be there for you to refer back to for some support if needed, but everybody's tracking very well there. Skip counting. Skip counting is surprisingly a little bit of a challenge right now, mainly because a lot of times we like to think at starting zeros, 5, 10, 15, 20. However, what if I start at 15 and I'm counting by tens? Then what are the next 5 numbers I would get? So that's the way we're thinking, okay? So it's one thing to be able to do what I would consider a level 1 of skip counting, but in order to get a level 3 or higher, that would be being able to skip count from multiple starting points, okay? So those are some other things to think about in the area of math. In the area of reading, we are definitely moving along there. We are wrapping up our 3rd week of Unit 1, which means there will be an assessment. So we always assess at the end of the unit to just measure growth. Keep in mind there's assessments of learning and assessments for learning, and I do both quite often. So assessing for learning lets me know who am I going to work with on what skills more specifically, and that does happen in our classroom on the regular. I will pull students back, or I will work with small groups while others are working independently, and often we are all doing something different, but it is all on the same standards. Okay, so have a great week, and let's look for writing complete sentences. Let's put some emphasis on that. Neat handwriting, but more so not just the neatness of the handwriting itself, but the neatness of the sentence structure. Does it make sense? Is it a strong sentence? Like, for example, the cat ran. That's an okay sentence. It's a complete sentence, but very basic, very simple, very level 1. How about adding some adjectives and some adverbs? So maybe it's the sneaky cat ran quickly into the garden. Something like that is a more complex sentence, and that's what we're looking for. That's what we're striving for. Always help your manatee when doing homework, restating the question. If we get in the habit of restating the question and never avoid the problem solving in math, then we are definitely on the right track. Have a wonderful week and enjoy, and let's keep learning together.